Hi everyone, and happy Monday. Welcome to the first installation of Dr. Alexander's Practical Spirituality segment. And today's top tip comes from St. Francis de Sales in his book, Introduction to the Devout Life. And what St. Francis tells us is that every day, every morning, before we get started with things, we should sit back and take a few moments to reflect on our day. And specifically, we should anticipate who it is that we're going to be interacting with, what tasks we have at hand, and to think not only about how we feel about those tasks, but to also think about especially how those people might be feeling today. So for example, if you know that you're going to be dealing with somebody who's a little bit grumpy today, think about how you can bring a little bit of joy and light into their life. On a related note, he says to also sort of take an assessment of yourself and see what vice might you be most prone to today. So for example, today it's a cold, rainy day, and maybe all I want to do is stay under the covers and snuggle up and be lazy. Well, that laziness would be my vice because it's Monday, and you can't be lazy on Monday. So he says instead of focusing on that vice, just work on developing its opposite virtue. So the opposite virtue of laziness might be industriousness or hard work, or maybe because it is a rainy Monday, maybe just a little bit more hard work. And so today I might set the resolution that I'm going to try to be joyful and cheerful around those people that are grumpy, and I'm going to try to work just a little bit harder than I feel like. So again, top tip, Francis de Sales. I hope you find this helpful as you are trying to live out and deepen your faith as you're cooped up at home.
This week's movie of the week is Annie Hall, directed by Woody Allen, starring Woody Allen. It's one of the few comedies to win the Oscar for Best Picture. Diane Keaton also won the Oscar for Best Actress. It's a wonderful love story. It's very funny. And it also functions as a history of movies because the characters in their dating go to the movies quite a bit. And they talk about the movies throughout the film. Showing on Turner Classic Movies next Thursday, the 9th of April at 5 p.m. But you can probably find it elsewhere on the internet as well. Take it easy.
Hey kids, welcome back to Mr. Culver's Weekly Book Corner. Now this week, I have chosen something by a writer you might be familiar with, Henry David Thoreau. Now he's famous for writing a book called Walden. About 2 years he spent living in a cabin in the woods on Walden Pond in Concord, Massachusetts. But little do you know, he actually kept a diary for over 20 years. This was a daily diary where he kept records of everything he did, the changing seasons, the rain, the snow, the birds, the flowers, wildlife. He was incredibly attentive and a very detailed writer. And these are just beautifully written diary entries about just the wisdom of looking at what's around you in your own backyard. Now you can find these for free online. I think there are websites that have all of his diary entries, and they're just really relaxing, and they remind you that no matter where you are, whatever is around you is really fascinating if you look at it with the right point of view. So this has been Henry David Thoreau's journals. Like I said, you can get these online for free and just scroll through. They're very relaxing. There's a lot of wisdom and just a lot of attention to the detail of the natural world around you. And no matter where you are, there's something around you that can be fascinating. So enjoy. Happy reading, kids. Have a good one.
Today, I'm going to teach y'all how to build an awesome fort. We've been cooped up in the house for way too long. We got a few weeks ahead of us, so we need to create spaces where we feel comfortable indoors. I have 2 little ones at home, and I need to keep them happy and occupied.
Slowly.
So, when you're ready to build your fort, go get the large sheets. Get the Cal Kings, the king size. Queens are pretty good. The twins will work, but get the large sheets. Also, use all the type of furniture you can. Be creative. Use your bunk beds, use furniture in your dining room tables, use the window seals. I'll show you guys how to build a fort in my little guy's room, so here we go.
Hello everyone, welcome to Webb's Weekly Movie Musical Suggestion. This week is our 4th week of our quarantine and confinement and online learning and all of that, and I wanted to get outside and enjoy some of the spring weather. It being spring, it's coming up to Easter and Passover, and if you already have a tradition of watching something that is within those veins, please go ahead and do that. Watch Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, or Fiddler on the Roof, or Jesus Christ Superstore, or Easter Parade. Whatever it is that you enjoy, go for it. But I also wanted to talk a little bit about it being spring and rain, and we often use the metaphor of rain as blessings coming down upon us, or as troubles coming upon us. We say, when it rains, it pours, right? So much coming down on us that we can't hardly handle what is happening to us. This kind of the time that we're in at the moment, right? So many new things, so much coming at us. We're doing things in ways we've never done before. We've dealt with technology in a way we really haven't before. Yes, we've had online things and we've been on our computers and iPads and all that kind of stuff before. Now we're using them in a way we've never thought of before. New understanding of how to use this technology. And the movie that I want to talk about, it deals with the same kind of thing. Now, in this movie, they are people who are dealing in an industry where they're very familiar with how it works. And then something comes along that's just new. Now, they've known about it before, but now it came to them in a completely new way that they had to completely shut down and relearn how they did stuff because of this new technology that came to them. And it uses that metaphor of rain, of so much coming down at them, that instead of being weighed down by the troubles and the problems, they actually turn their face into the rain and dance and sing in the rain. And that's my suggestion for this week. Singing in the rain. Take a new look at it. Think about that metaphor of rain and troubles coming down on us and turning a smile and a bright face to it and sing in the rain. And I forgot to mention, it's available on YouTube, it's available on Apple TV, and it's available on Amazon Prime. So enjoy.